This interview is being presented by Intimidation Clothing. Impose your will. Uncivilize. Don't talk about it. Be about it. Be a beast among men. Adrenaline Training Center. Up your game. Change the way you train. TheDailyPunch.net. Have you gotten your Daily Punch? Area 51 Fight Gear and MMA Mind Power. Late Night MMA Radio is live Monday and Thursdays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Call into the show to win MMA merchandise. www.latenightmma.com. Join the revolution. This is Late Night MMA Radio, and we roll on. Next up, George Roop. You there, man?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, so you say you're just getting out of training, huh?
Yeah, man, just getting out of training, had a good training session, so getting my buddy, my main training partner, Ed West, ready for this upcoming Bellator tournament.
Oh, good deal, man, good deal. Where are you training at right now?
I train out of Apex Mixed Martial Arts out here in Tucson, Arizona.
Okay, good stuff, man. So, obviously, let's talk a little bit about this Cub Swanson fight.
All right.
Just recap the fight for the fans, and what do you think happened?
Oh, well, I mean, I think that, he did what he needed to do to win. He freaking hit me with the killer shot. Thought it was a good fight, man. Thought it was a, pretty close fight up until that point. Thought the first round could have went either way. Second round was pretty even up until, he hit me with that jab overhand right, man, and I gotta get back to the basics, man, get back in the gym and start working the basics and sharpen some of my tools, man.
Okay, and do you feel that the loss of Shawn Tompkins has affected your overall MMA game?
No, I don't think it has. I think I was blessed, and I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to work with Shawn Tompkins while he was here. And, I think I just look at it as a good thing, being able to work with him and being able to really help me and sharpen a lot of the tools even beforehand. I'm a very novice fighter still to this game. I haven't been training as long as a lot of these other guys, and, I'm still getting better every day.
Sure. Yeah, for sure, man. Now, I think Team Tompkins is located in London, Ontario. Would you ever consider going down there and training with the guys at the Adrenaline Training Center?
I absolutely would, man. I'd love to. I miss training with all those guys. It's really hard to travel right now. I'm a full-time father too, and my wife, she works full-time, so I got the boy all day. So, but when that day comes, I really can't wait to get up there and train with those guys. I really miss them.
Good stuff, man. So how much weight do you drop right now to get down to bantamweight?
To bantamweight? Oh, I won't never be dropping down to 135 again.
No, you're not doing that?
Oh, hell no, man. Dropping down to 135 was by far, man, the hardest thing I've ever done in my life up until even today.
Really? So you're going back to featherweight, obviously, then?
Oh, yeah. I'll stick at featherweight, man. That's where I feel more comfortable. I've had some good fights here, and I feel like, featherweight's definitely my home.
Okay, so talk to us about your Ultimate Fighter experience.
Man, it kind of stinks because that is kind of crazy that you asked me that because I was actually talking to, one of my best friends about that today. And, I kind of wish I could almost do the Ultimate Fighter show again. Just now that they have the 145-pound division, I did the Ultimate Fighter show at 155, and it was a tough experience, man. And I guess that's why they call it tough.
Right.
I had a broken hand, man, throughout the whole show. I had a cracked tooth throughout the whole show, man. And I was just trying to get through it, man. I was just trying to muscle through the whole show, and I kind of wish, I felt like, I was that guy that walked into the party that doesn't know anybody, so I felt like I was a little more quiet and timid on the show, and I wish I could kind of show, more of my personality.
Okay, man, so this year they've made quite a change to the Ultimate Fighter. The fights are being live every Friday night. What'd you think about that change?
I didn't like it.
You don't like it?
I didn't personally like it. No.
No.
I didn't. Yeah. I just kind of felt like, I don't know. They're still really getting used to the whole live thing and everything, and
right.
You know, I feel like it was kind of choppy, and you know, the editing was, you know, I guess there was no editing, but
yeah, there wasn't much production value on that show, was
yeah.
there?
Yeah, so I just kind of felt like it was, you know, I don't know, I kind of felt like it was kind of home ec-ish,
right.
You know, but,
nice.
But I feel like they got a lot of room to improve, you know, and that's always a positive thing.
I was watching the fights, and the fights seemed to be stopping very, very early. Did you notice that?
I agree with that completely too, man. And you know, especially when you're on the Ultimate Fighter show, you know, I think, you know, you really got to let those fights really, really go, because you know that's something that can change your life, you know.
What do you want to be remembered for at the end of your career?
You know, I want to be remembered. You know, I want to be remembered being the best, man. You know, I want to be remembered being a very exciting fighter and definitely a crowd pleaser.
Okay, man. Who would you like to thank as far as sponsors go, or promote your Twitter or Facebook?
Well, you know, my Twitter's easy, man. It's just @GeorgeRoop. You know, you guys hit me up on Twitter. I'm always giving away stuff on Twitter and everything. So make sure you hit me up on Twitter. You know, Facebook, you can find me George Roop as well. But you know, I'd like to thank, you know, all my training partners, you know, Apex, Mixed Martial Arts, everybody here in Tucson, you know, that supports me and, you know, really has my back, you know, through the wins and the losses. You know, definitely all my training partners, all my family, and last but not least, I'd like to thank myself.
Good stuff, man. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, later.
Later.